points of a tennis serve, I'll be the pro,
And I'll be the rookie.
Can't stop, it won't stop. Can't stop, it won't stop.
A tennis serve is a complex stroke that is used to start a point in the game. It is a combination and synchronization of arm, leg, and joint movements that are used to transfer forces from the ground up through the kinetic chain and out into the ball. The main goal of a tennis serve is to hit the ball in the opposing team's service area and making it as difficult as possible for the opposition to return the ball. There are three main types of tennis serves, including the flat, limited spin serve, the slice, side spin serve, and the top spin or kick serve. The main goal of the preparation phase is to align the body effectively in order to utilize the ground for force power generation through the service motion. The server must have a good base of support in order to maintain stability while performing the serve. The server must also point his or her left foot forward and pointing diagonally across the court to the opposition service area, while the right foot is parallel to the baseline. The server's eyes must be focused on the target, and the server conducts preliminary movements in order to prepare the body for the upcoming motion required for the serve. The main goal of the wind-up phase is to produce force summation, which involves a combination of forces that are produced by different body parts to initiate the production of momentum to be performed through the ball. In addition, the purpose of a wind-up phase is to store potential elastic energy and convert it into kinetic energy. In addition, the server must also hold the racket properly, and he or she must toss the ball into the air. In order to hold the racket properly, the server is encouraged to use the continental grip, which is described as holding the racket perpendicular to the ground with the space between the thumb and the index fingers centered on the racket. It is recommended that the server bring the ball to the flat racket face in preparation for the toss in order to locate the specific spot of contact that the ball will make on the serve. The ball must then be tossed gently, approximately 3 meters above and forward from the server's head. After the ball is released, it is common for the server to leave his or her hand in the air for guidance and additional momentum when the serve is executed. This aspect of the tennis serve incorporates Newton's third law, which describes that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The action of the ball toss arm balances out the action of the arm with the racket, which demonstrates that the faster the shoulder and pelvis are laterally rotated, the more force that can be generated through the ball. In this case, the center of gravity must be shifted toward the back leg in order to increase the elastic buildup of energy, and it forces the muscles in the back and leg to contract and store energy. The main goal of the force generation phase is to produce a significant amount of acceleration transferred through the ball and out into the body. Newton's third law is incorporated into this phase of the tennis serve when the player pushes off the ground in order to gain momentum in the serve. It is essential to use quick speed and take advantage of levers. To increase speed, it is essential that the server increases the length of his or her lever.
Physics of a tennis serve. The athlete who exerts the greatest force on a ball with the minimalist amount of contact time gives the server the best possibility of hitting a point. Due to the impulse momentum theory, and also the second law of motion, proves that the larger the force on a given object, the greater the acceleration, and therefore a greater velocity, making the opposition's reaction time to be quicker to make it harder to return the ball. Also, Newton's third law does apply here because as the player exerts more force up through the body through the motion of contorting, it goes right up to the racket and exerts an opposite force from the tennis racket, giving the ball more force and accelerating the ball faster. Some players apply spin on the ball to make them unpredictable to degrees, since applying angular acceleration on the ball gives it a faster angular velocity. As it hits the ground, obtains max angular velocity, and since it's so fast, the spin causes the Magnus effect. As it spins in the air, which is like a fluid, increases fluid pressure as the fluid flows away from the ball. On the opposite side of the high pressure, the spin direction would speed up the fluid, causing low pressure, that the difference in pressure causes a net force on a high pressure side, pushing the ball to the low pressure side, curving the ball. The angular momentum and moment of inertia times angular velocity. As the ball's angular velocity increases, so does its angular momentum, which causes a change in pressure to be more prominent, which causes the ball to exert more net force in the direction of the pressure, giving the ball a better curve.
The main goal of the follow-through phase is to perform a natural continuation of the serving motion and to prepare the server for his or her next shot. The server must convert angular momentum that was produced by the arm and leg into linear motion. In addition, the server must maintain and re-establish his or her stability after the serve in order to prepare and react appropriately to the opponent's returning shot.